Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a new moon in Capricorn reading. What do we got here? First card out, we've got conclusions are within reach. So it says full moon eclipse. So this could have gone all the way back to the eclipses. Okay, so conclusions are within reach. Now let's break down Capricorn. Capricorn is about our reputation. It's about our career. It's what we're known for. Um, Capricorn is also about the father. It's the government. Okay, it's ruled by Saturn. It's old men, and we've had Pluto there since 2008, which has been also teetering at that 29 degree, which is a very, very, very pivotal degree. That's why you're watching the fall of the cabal. Like, basically, look around. The government is literally being torn to shreds. What does Pluto do? Death, decay, and destruction. So it's like conclusions are within reach. I think for a lot of us, with everything that's been going on in the world, we're tired. And wherever this is in your own personal life as well. Because yes, a lot of people don't like to hear that on these channels, but you can't have the good without the bad. And you can't ignore what is going on in the world. You got to keep your head on a swivel. So, with that said, this is also for some of you, the father could have passed away during this time, or could be passing away in the future, grandfather, all of those things. Okay, that's all underneath the guise of Capricorn. Okay, so my condolences to you, those of you who have lost your father. Now, that's not going to be for everybody. So what is the most important message we need to know about this new moon in Capricorn? What do we got here? Have faith in your dreams. So things are working out for you, even if it doesn't feel like it. Things are like moving forward. I think there's going to be a lot of things that are coming through, especially because we have that conjunction between the sun and Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees around January 21st. So I think that we've got a lot coming in for that time. We've got meditate and contemplate. You and your loved ones are safe. So regardless of what is happening, I did talk about Aquarius, and here it shows up, as you can see. Aquarius, show the world the real you. One more, Spirit. Let's keep going. So that's the center of the reading. And we have a personal issue reaches resolution. Let's keep going. Let's get two more. I'm just going to do a full spread. All right. And we've got two more. There you go. Okay. So there is some type of communication coming in. Holy shit, you guys. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. We have the North Node in Aries. So North Node in Aries is like, get ready to get going. Okay. I actually want to read that. Step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on. I just opened the book up to New Moon in Capricorn. So I'm reading it. Your hard work is paying off. Wow. It's so awesome that this showed up. This is so cool. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Show the world the real you. Step out of your comfort zone. This is going to put you in a completely different bracket than you have ever experienced before. But how do you do that? By doing something different, by doing something new. So, whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Attuning to the moon says, make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meaning says you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Okay. Remember, Pluto has been destroying that whole power and control aspect. The teaching. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. So if that's like a new workout program, if that is something to do with your career, it really doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, if it's like, maybe bonding even with your family more, because when we have the sun in Capricorn, it's in the opposition of the earth in Cancer, right? So this has to do about the mother and the father archetypes. It has to do with home and family and safety and security as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, you guys are, I feel like you guys are, there's been things that you've been dreaming about, things that you've been going in circles with, you've been putting it out there, you've been meditating on it for a long time. I think you've kind of, you've done the contemplation, and now with this new moon in Capricorn, it's time to get to work. That's what Capricorn is. It's time to get to work. So it's like a lot of the time we're like, well, what if I show the world and then I embarrass my family or I do something against what other people, it doesn't matter. You're safe. They're safe. You got to do what needs to be done for your legacy, and not everybody's going to like it. Also, what you have to keep in mind, because we do have Aquarius as the center of the reading, is it's time for you guys to think more futuristic as well. We've been in this Capricornian energy since 2008, and now Pluto moves into futuristic. Again, Capricorn is traditional family values and the old way of doing things. And back in the olden days, like Grandpa used to say, well, now we're moving into the Jetsons. Now we're moving into the more Futurama, for those of you who are that generation and watch that cartoon. We are moving into that very futuristic aspect. And yes, I feel like we need to start looking at or listening to that intuition that is guiding us with that meditate and contemplate with the energy in Pisces. And you got a lot of water here too, because we do have Cancer here as well. Okay. And this talks about listening to your intuition. This is about also, I feel like you're getting downloads from your higher self that's telling you what to do. And all you have to do is willing to be vulnerable. Because listen, if you follow the mainstream or, oh, I make money, I actually, it pays my bills. You guys look around. They just raised minimum wage. And now we have a robot operated McDonald's. Think about that for a second. Yeah, they're willing to raise it, but guess what? A robot can take your job. You're out. So while you're over here giving everything away to your employer, they're making plans behind your back on how they can utilize and be able to use AI instead of you. So they don't have to pay you. They save money because at the end of the day, they're saving their own asses while you're saving their asses. So it's really nice of you guys to want to do that and fight for all these careers that, but at the end of the day, if they can figure out a way for AI, and don't think for 2 seconds they haven't already figured it out or are on the path of figuring it out. So it's just a matter of time before you might get outed with your job. Why do you think they've been teaching us how to, or they've been making us do it's self checkout, because if you don't want to wait for other people, wait for a person who's been trained to do that job. Think about it, guys. Just saying. I would be working on doing something different if I were you, because that is the future. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, guys, but a lot of people are, even nail techs, if they can find a way to, 5D, whatever it's called, over the top of a layover on a nail, if it hasn't already been made, it's coming. It's coming. And if it's cheaper for them to buy the machine and do it at home, and they're going to do that, so keep that in mind. So, for others of you, I feel like, I feel like there's a protection here. Like someone here could be protecting the family. Someone here, also like, I don't know why, but almost from themselves, which is weird. I don't know why I got that. Almost like you don't show who you truly are in order to like make other people feel better about themselves. I don't know. I don't agree with that. So you do you, but it is telling you to step out of that comfort zone and be bold and make the first move. I feel like, when I look at all these cards together and I see that you're very close to achieving your goal because the answers that you need are coming and the confidence is your key to success, it's because you are showing the world who you truly are, showing the world what you're capable of, showing the world what you've been working towards all along. It's like the last few years, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, we have been sitting in this fucking lobby for a really long time. And now we are being asked to get in the fucking office and get our asses to work. That is what is happening. And it's like, fake it till you make it. Get your ass in there. You're waiting to see if you have all the answers. That's what Aquarius is. You've learned with also Gemini right here. You've already learned all there is to learn. You've also learned all there is to learn because it is ingrained within you from a past life. That's what water signs represent. It's our past lives, especially Pisces. You already know. How you know is irrelevant. You just know. And you have to be confident moving forward from this point to know that. And to know that whatever it is, even though it might sound crazy to everyone else, you are being like pushed into that direction. We've got, you know, we've got the Gemini and the Pisces here. We've got Cardinal here with Cancer, Cancer. And we've got, that's funny, we've got 2, 2, and 2. And we've got 2 fixed with the Aquarius and the Leo. Whatever this is, your dreams are ready to become reality. I think it's like whatever it is that you've been incubating, Spirit's like, okay, it's time. Let's go now. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to read the step out of your comfort zone. Let's read that. North Node. Thank you, Spirit. So, yeah, doors have slammed shut. There's no going back. Some of you are like wanting to go back to, and open old doors. Not time. It's not the time for you guys to be going back towards old doors, trying to pop those fuckers back open. It's time for you guys to really start thinking about like where you guys want to go next, how you guys want to get there. And I think for a lot of you, you already know what that is. You already know what that is. And all you have to do is something different than you've already been doing. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? What have I been saying to you guys for a really long time? It's time for you guys to be giving up the lives that you were born living in order to live the lives that you were born to live. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? Right? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? That is what the lion is all about. For those of you who have watched The Wizard of Oz, or you've used the original Rider-Waite Tarot, it's about the courage to do what's necessary on this journey, even though it may scare the absolute shit out of you. For some of you, you're like, oh my God, but if I do this, what about my family? Are they going to be taken care of? And what does it say? You and your loved ones are safe. Apply for that job. Do that thing. Personal issue reaches resolution. And you know why these personal issues reach? So if you're going through anything in your family life, this is all going to get cleared up. There's going to be some type of communication. Maybe that's a goal you've had. Someone here is going to finally step out of their comfort zone and do something different and allow themselves to be vulnerable. I see a lot of different stories in all of this. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. I just heard someone say, oh my God, but what if I leave this job? They need me. I'm the only person that can do this job. No, you're not. Stop making yourself so important. Like, no, you're not. You got the job, didn't you? It didn't just get created the moment you applied for it. Like, you are being called to go do something else. Open up, listen to your intuition. Doors are slamming, and don't wait until they fucking fire you, because they will. The eclipses are here. You got the North Node in Aries, and we got those eclipses coming up too, not very far away. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. You got this. See, when you're obsessing over things that are outside of yourself, you're distracting yourself from actually going out and living your fucking life. Stop that. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrologic point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre, I don't know, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. In order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. You got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and to try new things, to go to new places. In doing so, it's going to lead you into your destiny. It's going to lead you towards the things, people, places, and things that you have a soul contract with. There is a goal, there is a dream and a goal. And you know what? The difference between, if you've been following me for a while, the difference between a dream and a goal is what? A date. The difference between a dream and a goal is a date. So someone up here, I had a dream. I heard Martin Luther King. I have a dream. I have a dream. And he stepped out of his comfort zone. He got killed for stepping out of his comfort zone. So, you know what? It was worth fighting for. It was worth doing. And at the end of the day, it cost him his life, but he died loving what he did. So at the end of the day, that's your message, because he never allowed pride or fear or anything get in the way. Are you? Not saying that you're going to die on the way, but would you rather die doing what you love, or would you rather die building somebody else's empire, and before rigor mortis set in, they're already fucking replacing your job? Just saying. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that here. Very powerful messages for this new moon in Capricorn. Let me know how this works out. I feel like this is not going to be an overnight success. This is something that has already been in the works, and you're now seeing it starting to come to fruition. Like, it's starting to seed and take root. So I definitely love what I'm seeing. And I think by Aries season, there's going to be a lot more to this. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace. If you're interested in a personal reading, down below is all my information. And like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. Okay.